Yeah, well, why would he want to play PS4, Vinny? Come on.
National Football League. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, you watch the movie? Oh,
Josh
just
Allen and
Photoshop
the
the
Buffalo
picture.
Bills taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the
Yeah,
Miami
Photoshop
Dolphins.
you in Vinny's house.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks,
Don't
pyrotechnics,
you have any
and
old
the
pictures
biggest
of you
crowds
at
around as their
Vinny's
guys
place,
get
Matt? I'm trying to
set to
help you out
match
here.
up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo
Oh.
Bills.
Mm.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead.
No, I just show you.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out
That
before a
controller's
game and
about
go
to die.
to
You
the
gotta
route
charge
tree
it.
with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so
Yeah.
meticulous, isn't
He really is, and it's not. That tells me it's
He
not
was
just
playing
a
little
one-time-a-week thing. They work
Apex
on it
earlier.
all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in
Mm-hmm.
sync and stay in sync in this one.
Tua now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a dead body.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is the Oklahoma
How long at least
City
gone
of
till
Chris
then?
Carson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a third
Oh,
and 8 coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd
a
and
whole
8.
week. Whoa.
On play action, here's Tua. Going deep here for Parker. And this will be caught at the 30. Devontae Parker. And he'll take this
Wow.
to the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the
On
end zone
PS3.
on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
I got, yeah, for PS3, but not the PS4. I got the PS5. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in the end zone. He'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary.
Yeah. What was your other choice, man?
Past the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 94 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football. He gains yardage.
Oh, how did I not pick that? Dropped it.
Big part of why they're winning games lately.
He was looking for Devin Singletary.
Still 3-3, top of 9. You gotta get baseball right, man.
From the gun, it's Allen. Going deep for
You gonna get baseball right to show 'em or no?
Incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They only won it twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
We're gonna do like fancy drafts.
5 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the. Tagovailoa working looking out of the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On second down now, it's Carson.
You know, if you get the $100 one, when it comes with a hat and all the ultimate stuff, you get the PS4 and the PS5 version. You get a download code for your PS5.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here.
I dropped it. Come on.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a first and
I couldn't
10.
believe the Celtics came back the other night.
Now with a first and 10 at their own 24.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, no, the game Sunday.
They'll
Yesterday.
be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of
Yeah, weren't the
6.
Celtics down like 20 points or something?
Second and 4.
It's a
Mm.
6. Brings up 2nd and
Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. And they take
Yeah,
him
that game was
down,
on
losing
at the
yardage back
casino.
at the 27.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
My bad streak. Nothing's hitting.
Incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty positions.
Either I get screwed by the refs,
Either have to sit down
lose
and
by
talk about what
one.
worked for 'em last week in their win. Sometimes you over game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
That's taken on the 25. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team...
That's caught inside the 20. He is down deep into Buffalo territory. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. On first down, Carson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 21 carries, up over 130 yards and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play.
And he'll take this into the end zone.
Oh, did you see where Bernard went, Vinny? He went to the Bucks.
Chris Carson.
I thought for sure he was going to the Steelers.
Now on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And that one.
He's gonna be a good catch running back. I think he'd be good going to the backfield. He'd be a sneaky fantasy guy.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. And all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
First play of the drive. A
Got
success,
over
19
pursuing,
yards.
damn it.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And 11.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This will be taken at the 10. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Chris Carson trotting back out there. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
It'd be like that sometimes.
On the corner, it's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Tua going to throw.
Damn it, I knew I should have.
Receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley.
Couldn't escape the freaking.
6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
They were too far. Damn it.
Complete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And now take it on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He'll look to set up his blockers. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started.
Tackle. Here we go.
To the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
How much money you getting for the heights?
Back in the game, maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I
Gee.
like about the message is that there's no panic.
Sure, you got your own yacht.
He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
At the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen going deep for Diggs.
He caught that? Oh, come on.
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Isaiah Hodgins was his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Pass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settled for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Miami set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
Of course.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Of course it'd be fucking holding. Come on.
Accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They run it with Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This running game is so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The end of the first quarter with the score Dolphins 14, Bills 3.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet.
That was a big play, follow out to
And that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. On first down, Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
A gain of a yard brings up third and 5.
Allen from the gun on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having...
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Tad McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 13-yard line.
They will run with Singletary. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot for guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run on first down. Singletary, even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
It's second and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On first down, Carson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
They were winning. Yeah, they were up by 1. Last I looked, top of the 9.
Fake the handoff. Now
I didn't.
and he finds a man on the crossing
I'm
route.
pretty sure they did.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 16
Yeah, the fucking
there.
website. Yeah, they won 8-4.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our status.
Or, I don't know. This is, no, they're up by 1.
Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the
Go to this
calculator,
fucking
but my
website.
goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have
Yankees won 3-1.
He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. From the gun, it's Tua. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Tua now on first down. He rifles one.
I knew that was gonna happen. I should have threw it somewhere else.
Down at the 10. And a big
Bases
turnover
loaded.
there as
Damn
his
it.
guys will get the football back. And the Bills now
Mhm.
first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll run here with Singletary. And some space here.
What was the food of choice?
Down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That play
I
going
thought you
for
said we were just having
16
food.
yards to start the drive, first down. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A reminder, Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Allen's throw is complete and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, a first down. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Going deep for Diggs. And this is going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And down he goes, but he
Gonna play Apex after.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
No, I might play in the NHL. I don't know.
30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
Oh, I didn't see that guy sitting there. Oh my
And
god.
it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Tua.
Oh my god.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So
He dropped it? What?
that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Look at announcers.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Pass incomplete.
Come on, roughing the
Flag in
passer.
backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
There we go.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Tua setting up shot to throw again. Looking for Parker again, and this time he's got him. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring
Alright, looks like we're going to top of 10.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have come to halftime, and what's already a 2-touchdown game. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Trying to lay one up deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now it's Carson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Great, now my fucking.
Here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up
No, one of my guard or tackle fucking got hurt. That's not good. Playoffs are in like 3 weeks. Hopefully it's just sprain or out of the game. Upper bruise, no good.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Carson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words,
Damn it.
be smart.
I threw it right to him. I threw it too far.
They're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
On 1st down, Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he goes down.
Damn it, I hit jump too soon.
Good pickup there, 21 yards.
There's a pick all day.
Search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 10-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To the air, Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Pass is good. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the
I
touchdown.
thought you were gonna say it's soaring.
Okay, they got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
31-yard line.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's had
Yeah, Marlon scored 2 runs. There we go.
Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to
Yes.
finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a taser. That's all I heard.
For additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked.
Yeah, and
Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
that's why everything's canceled.
It's
Yeah.
open for the coordinator.
Mhm.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Mhm.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second.
No, I saw a thing on Facebook. Do you want to be a Rotterdam police cop? Now hiring.
Tagovailoa
No one wants to be cops these days, it seems.
That is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
Off.
22-yard line.
Officer Vincent, why did you fire your gun? Oh, well,
And Charles,
he was looking at me strange.
right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first
I like
half. Now that
first
their
name.
defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down.
No, I
2nd and 4.
couldn't think of anything like it.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Because it's GTA.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a run with Singletary. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From just shy of midfield, Allen looking for his running back, and he's got him. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10.
JD Martinez been on fire lately.
Throwing now is Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be
Yeah, that one shot he had yesterday was pretty good.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a
Yeah.
yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd
I
and
think it was the second one, I think.
a play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen.
I know I should never switch the fucking touchdown.
Into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run again with Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And this is incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the run.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Allen now on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
The Dolphins on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat for a first down. Allen. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And he gets shot.
The highlight shows tonight the home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through, all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 now on first down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches. At the Bills' 34-yard line.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Dolphins.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And his throw here is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
He caught that. That's bullshit. His feet were out.
Yeah. And you went that far back.
Maybe.
I wish I had their defense on that.
I should.
My fantasy game.
So a challenge is upon us. I tell you,
His left foot looked out when he was landing.
this is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this.
Nope, cost me a timeout. Of course.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether he actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. After the touchdown pass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
So Tua and the Dolphins down 28-24, 2:25 remaining. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Nope, threw it to the wrong guy.
Pressure there as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, The defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Pass is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do. Kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Being chased out left. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Tua on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So that one hurt. No timeouts left. Look at where the ball is on the field, Charles. I don't know if the fat lady's singing yet, but she's starting to hum a little bit, isn't she?
You think she's doing scales at this point? I don't think there's any doubt about it, but they had to go for it. In this situation, with their timeout situation as well, they had to take the chance, try and get it done. They didn't. Now they're powerless to stop them, essentially.
They need a big play somehow from their defense. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.